Hello and welcome to this acrylic asylum painting lesson. I'm Mike Ferris. I'm going to be getting started on my 11 by 14 inch pre-stretched canvas and my image already transferred, as you can see. And I have this traceable available down in the description box if you'd like help with laying out the drawing. So getting started, I have my number 11 flat brush. I'm just going to start with the background of the water, and it's going to get progressively darker as I move down. So on my palette, I'm going to have some Phthalo Blue, Phthalo Green, Permanent Black. This is light portrait pink. If you don't have light portrait pink, you can just take a little red and a dot of some raw umber and mostly titanium white, and that will dull that down to about this value. And then here I have a little bit of violet, and then way over here titanium white, and in between I'll be putting some more colors down along the way. But for now, just starting with this, and to get started, I'm just going to take a little phthalo blue, a little phthalo green, and let's get some titanium white to that. So I'm looking for a light, just really vibrant, beautiful turquoise kind of water to start with. And let's see, a little bit more blue into that than green. A little bit more white to that. And I'm thinking something about this value here. Okay, just nice and light, bluish with a little green in it, kind of a turquoise watercolor here. And I'll start to just kind of come down just a little bit. And like I said, I'll add more colors and get darker as I go down to show that the sunlight is mostly up here, of course. And as I get down away from the sun, of course, the water gets a little darker. And it brings in some realistic ocean water effect this way. Okay, so just kind of going around my traceable here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit more phthalo blue. And I kind of want to come over here with some of that. See that? It's just kind of showing as we get into the deeper blue. And look, I'm just going to just, as Bob Ross would say, 2 hairs and some air. I'm just going to use just the tips of the brush and just kind of lightly dust this over. Barely any pressure on the brush, and I can blend this over and give it that natural light play transition look to it and give that nice gradient from the darker into the lighter, just like this. And just kind of brushing that out. See, and it kind of gives the indication that it is a little bit of a transition kind of going on there. Okay, and again, I want to get some more phthalo blue. And I want to start down here. Okay, and again, I want to go around my traceable very carefully here. As phthalo blue is a darker value that will cover up this traceable in no time. So I want to be careful that I don't cover it up. And look, I can use the corner and the edge of the brush. And if you don't have a nice flat brush, I recommend using an angle brush. Those are excellent for getting into small, detailed, precise kind of locations. And they work great. As I fill this in, again, I just want to just kind of dust it up. See, I'm just barely any pressure. And I'm just going to go up like this on it. And you just kind of take that up. And let's just say that I go up too far with the dark. That's fine, because if it does go up too high, you can always take the lighter stuff and go back down the other way into the darker value, and then just kind of blend them back and forth until you get them to be the gradient and the laydown that you're looking for. Okay, a little bit more pressure with the brush. See how I lay down more color? And then as I go up here, just barely any pressure with my brush. See, I can just kind of do this. Just kind of run that up. Okay, just kind of like that. All good. Okay, just kind of blending this up. Just kind of something like that, okay? Now what I want to do is get a little bit of this lighter value here. Again, a little bit more white into that. Let's see, a little bit more blue that I have sitting there, maybe a little bit more green to get that turquoise value back involved. Okay, and kind of right in the mouth area here. kind of doing something a little bit lighter, maybe, I don't know. Okay, and again, even when I have all that paint on the brush, very little pressure will blend it instead of laying more of it down. Okay, just like that. And right underneath him, like this, a little bit lighter here where the light's kind of zinging off of him and kind of doing its thing. Just loading up again, a little phthalo green and blue, some white. Just getting that kind of lighter stuff here. And let's go around him here. And just kind of like this. Okay, so now I'm going to get some more phthalo blue. Good amount. I'm not going to put any of that phthalo green in there or anything. I'm going to come down here, get this really dark marine ocean blue here. Just like this. See that? I'm just going to blend it up. And as it dries out, I'm going to actually use more pressure to kind of dry brush it in and kind of scrub it in a little bit and kind of turn it and get that gradient going. Okay, just like that. Okay, and I can come down with some more lighter value, but for now I just want to get some color on the canvas, so let me do the same thing over here. Just going to go around again, my traceable here. Without cleaning, I'm going to take a little bit more phthalo green and let's get some more white going. See, I don't have to clean because this is all the same colors. As you can see, I can just come in here and adjust the same color that I'm already using on my brush. Okay, and again, I'm going to come down, as I said before, if I go too high up or whatever with a color, when it comes to blending, it's all good. I can just take and just go like that. See that? Covering up lines, hard lines. Getting those transitions to land where they should. Okay, just like that. I'm just going to blend this down. I'm not afraid to blend it down and see, just something like that. See how nice that looks now? And again, with layers and acrylics, the more times you come back and forth with layers, the better it's going to get, the more smooth it's going to get. So if you're on your first layer and you're frustrated, don't be, because most of the time, first layers are just not going to look right. And most of the time, you're going to have to do another layer and another coat to get that smooth, like I said, transition going. So it's all good. Just do what you have to do. See, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And I got this nice gradient happening. See, I can even do that and put down more paint and blend it down like that. Okay, more paint. And again, blend it down. And also too, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little, just a teeny bit of permanent black. I'm going to take a little blue and I'm going to come down here with it a little bit to stay out of here. And let's see, a little bit more blue than that. Just want to darken this. Okay. And right down here at the very, very, very bottom, I'm just going to go across like this. And that just says that the ocean gets a lot deeper down here. Okay, tunas like deep water. And if you've ever been tuna fishing, you know you got to go out on a boat because you got to get out into that deep water to catch them. It's just how it goes. So down here, I just kind of want to keep this close to the bottom. Just kind of want to do this. See that? Just kind of blending it up like this. Okay, same thing over here. Okay, so something like that for our background. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. And I'm gonna add some kind of bokeh, kind of bubbles from the fish moving through the water, just kind of behind them over here in just a moment. But I gotta let this dry so that the values of the bubbles and all of that doesn't mix right away into all that color that I just did. So I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, this is dry now. And I'm gonna go and start placing some highlights in the water and some bubble action in the background. So I'm going to take my number 8 natural round bristle brush. These natural bristles are excellent for the gradients and blending. I'm going to take some titanium white. I'm going to go into some of that blue, some phthalo green into that. I want a very light turquoisey color. So I'm just mixing up some color there before I get more white into that. Okay, something very, very light, like lighter than before. And let's see, I'm thinking, I'm just going to go back and forth till I can get this kind of happen here. And I kind of want to go in here and give these little highlights like this. See that? Just something, you know, to kind of show just some water, kind of like this, and just kind of something irregular like that. Just, you know, whatever. We're not sure. It's just going to be kind of these bokeh kisses maybe in the background. Yeah. Okay, just kind of something like that. Little bubble action, just kind of here and there, just kind of placing that around. Okay, and again, everything I don't like, if something's out of whack, I just take a value and cover it up to any degree. Anything I want to do. Okay, just kind of like that. And you just kind of make these however. Okay, just kind of getting some little, like I said, water disturbances in the background a little bit. Okay, something like that. Okay, I'm going to clean that brush. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a little bit of this light portrait paint color. I'm going to go a little bit of this violet into it, just a little bit, not much. A little bit of permanent black into there. And now I want to get quite a bit of white. Okay, just to kind of show this sort of grade, kind of light grade color in a way, if you will. Okay, I'm thinking something about like this, just a teeny bit of paint on the brush, not much. And I kind of want to just go in here, okay, and just kind of do these little swirly motions like this. Okay, this is just kind of the base of what I'm laying down for now to kind of show something in a minute here. I'm going to clean this brush off. Okay, so now I'm going to use my number 2 beat up flat nylon brush, and the beat up bristles are going to act kind of like a natural bristle brush in the sense that I can get these fuzzy kind of out of focus little things happening here. So with that, I'm just going to take just titanium white now. Okay, just a little bit like this. And I'm going to go in here and just kind of do this little circular deal here. Make these little bubbles like this. Just gonna go titanium white. Okay, just kind of something like that. And again, I'm gonna start working these bokeh light little sun kisses in the bubbles here going on. So kind of something like that, and maybe something over there, maybe something right here. Okay, however, cover something if you don't like it with that blue and whatever, you know, that you put down, and just you can make these however you want to make them. Okay, so just kind of like this. And of course, I'm not going to cover up all this base color that I put down with that portrait pink and the violet and the black and white. I'm just going to leave some of it, but I'm going to do a lot of these bubble kind of things like this. See that? I'm going to take more titanium white and I'm going to get very opaque in some places. So see, like this. And I really want to start laying down some more white. But I want to leave some more of this fuzzy stuff, or faded stuff, if you will. And so I'm going to mix it up with some more opaque, you know, just straight titanium white. And not make everything opaque. And then this way it brings out that realistic bokeh effect in the background. Okay, I'm going to clean that, or actually I don't need to clean the brush. I'm going to take now some more of this portrait pink, some more of this violet, not much, and then a little bit of permanent black into that. Okay, so I get that gray color again. And a little bit more gray this time, as you can see. And just wiping a lot of that paint off the brush. And in between some of this, like this, I want to go in here and kind of go around some of this. Okay, like this. See that? It just kind of does something, I think, to the background a little bit, adds some interest and kind of contrast a little bit here and there. So on my palette now, what I've added is some yellow medium, some Cad Orange, some light magenta, raw umber, and burnt umber now into the mix. So I'm going to mix up some general colors to start blocking everything in. So I'm going to take now some yellow, and I'm going to take a little phthalo blue to this, just a little bit. And of course I get green. Okay, just kind of something like this. Okay, let me get a little bit more of this color made, as I'm going to be using it here to do some stuff. Okay, and I'm going to go back and forth, smash it down as I pick it up again, smash it down. That just gets all of the unmixed pockets of color to be fully mixed, so that when I go into this and start putting it on my canvas, of course I don't want a big glob of blue, you know, to show up or anything like that. I want to make sure this is completely mixed. So definitely picking it up and smashing it down over and over is definitely a must, and guarantee that your color will be mixed thoroughly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick that right here. And I'll get to that. And now what I want to do again is take, again, some Cad yellow and some phthalo blue again. Same thing, and I want to change this now. I want to add just a teeny bit of raw umber, just a smidge. Okay, not much. This is going to really dull this down a bunch. Okay, and I'm thinking something about maybe a little bit more raw umber. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Exactly the value that I was looking to have here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and set that next to this. Now you can see the difference on the two there. Okay, so I got a couple of greens going on there. And now what I want to do is wipe this knife off. Now what I want to do is get quite a bit of yellow here. And let's see, I'll put it right here to mix with. And just a teeny bit of orange. That's even too much right there, just a pin drop. This orange will take over everything in the world if you're not careful with orange. Okay, maybe just a little bit more, but not much. Okay, perfect. Just like that. I don't want to go too much more. Okay, I want more of that yellow in there. Okay, so I don't want to go into that green, just being careful there. And Looking for a nice, vibrant, kind of orangey yellow color here to really set this off. Okay, just kind of something like that. And I'll put that right there. That's pretty much it for now. I'm going to work with these colors and vary them, but it's easier to mix from what I have. So now what I have is my number 6 angle brush. It's going to give me some very nice precision and crisp lines when I go to fill everything in. And to start off with, I want this middle green here that I made. Okay, just something like this. And I'm going to start from the top and just kind of work down for now. So I'm going to now go ahead and do some blocking. And I'm going to bring this down on this side, just kind of like that. Okay. And pull the paint in from there. Okay, just kind of turning it over. And it's going to sort of come up and do this number here. Get some of this magenta. And I'm going to get some light portrait pink into this. Okay, it's just something like that. And again, just blocking the general color in. I'm not worried about final color at all. This is just blocking. I'm going to go now again into that Phthalo Blue. Okay, a little bit of Phthalo Green, Phthalo Blue, Phthalo Green. Let's see, let's get some titanium white up into that. Okay, a little bit more blue into that, actually. Okay, something like this, something super vibrant. Okay, again, just blocking it in. Blocking it in, blocking it in. And as you can see, having those bubbles really takes the separation between the water and the fish, so that way it doesn't get lost. And you can really use background to do that kind of stuff really good. So yay for backgrounds. Because now I want to take some Phthalo Green, and I want to take some yellow actually to it now. Okay, and let's go kind of like this. This line right here, as you can see on the traceable, I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap there just so I know where my line's at. Okay, and I'll go proceed forward kind of like this. Okay, now I want to take a little bit more white, a little bit more blue. Okay, kind of something like this. Okay, and I want to go back on top of this a little bit, see that? And I kind of want to work some of this up into here a little bit, just kind of show some irregularity. Okay, so some more blue. And let's get some of that into here. Okay, something like that. And let's see, I'm going to actually go with more titanium white. And let's put some of that in here. Okay, I'm going to clean this brush. Okay, I'm going to take some violet now, and some black, and some titanium white, and some portrait pink. Looking for, let's see, a little bit of blue into that. All right, something like this. Maybe a little bit more blue. Okay, a little change on the flavor there, a little value change. And let's see, right under here, I'm gonna say something like this. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this brush. And again, I'm gonna go into that light magenta with some portrait pink. Okay, just kind of something like that. And again, right in here. And I want to leave some gap here to show my line to see, where that's at. And of course I got color separation on this side with different values, so it's not too critical if I go up to the line there. Okay, and just kind of fill that in there. Let's see, a little bit of this color now. And I can fill in just some of that right here. I'm going to go ahead and clean this brush. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of this yellowish stuff that I made, a little bit of this magenta into it, and a little titanium white. Okay. So I'm going to go kind of something like this. Kind of adjust that green color that I didn't want. Okay, something like that. Let's see, I'm going to take a good scoop of this yellowish color here, and let's go down here with that. See that? And I can really get in here, block this in right here, down here with that. I'm just going to take it like this and leave these open for some other values to play in here. So for now, like I said, just blocking in stuff. And now what I want to do without cleaning, I want to take some more Cad Orange, a good amount there, and let's block in right here. This is going to be more of an orangey fin here. Okay, without cleaning, I'm going to take some raw umber and some permanent black. Okay, with that orangey yellow color still left on the brush. And not completely black, but I want to go down here. This is going to be really dark in this area here, away from all the light. Go back into that grayish color that I made here. Remember, that's the Phthalo Blue, some of this portrait pink, a little violet and black, and some blue in there, and a little bit of white. Okay, and just kind of throw this in here. Okay, just kind of up to that point there. I'm gonna go on this here with it just a little bit. Okay, and I'm also gonna go kind of like this. I mean, what the heck, just kind of throwing some stuff in, just kind of building some texture a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna clean this brush again. I'm gonna get some burnt umber now. And let's go right there. Boom, more yellow. That's really just gonna warm up this burnt umber and get me what I need here. Okay, so we'll see. I'm thinking a little bit more yellow to warm it up a bit more. Okay, something like that. It's kind of this warm brown color here. And this brown starts here. Kind of comes over like that. Okay, see that? And I'll just fill in up here with that. All right. And again, just base color for now. Okay, I'm cleaning my brush off. And again, let me get some more of this yellow here made up and just a touch of orange into it. Not much. I'm just, again, that orange will take over everything if you let it. And so just gonna do that, and let's base coat right under here. All right, something like that, and this will start to make sense in a moment here as I get more details. But first, as you know, with acrylics, it has to be base color first. Okay, now what I want to do is take some orange and a little bit of burnt umber to that, so it's kind of like this dulled down orangey kind of color. Let's go in here, kind of fill this in here with that. Okay, just like that. All good. A little bit of that right in here. Okay, and now let's get some more raw umber without cleaning, and I'm going to take and bring this up into here. I'll even outline that right here. All right. And while I'm at it, I'll just put in okay, just kind of like that, just getting some things in, see that? All right, cleaning my brush again. I actually want to take my beat up number 2 flat brush here. That'll actually work okay in this bigger area for me. And I'm going to take some permanent black. Okay, and start filling in around this. I want to grab some of this yellow that I made. Okay, it's kind of like that. And I actually want to go just a little bit of burnt umber into it. Okay, just a little bit. And I want to go down here now. Just kind of bring this up a little bit like this, yeah. Okay. So just kind of something like that, just kind of fading this in. And I'm going to take a little bit of white now and go back into this yellow just to get it more opaque. And I'm going to go up here with that, see that? Just like this. And just kind of bring that around a little bit. And right in the center now, let's take some permanent black. And I just want to go give them an eye now. Okay, so something like that. Already he kind of looks like he's coming to life a little bit, yeah. All right, and with that, let's fill in some more with this black here where I'm gonna put it. Okay, something like that. And let's see, without cleaning now, I'm gonna take a little bit of blue. Okay, I've still got that black in there. And let's see, let's go with some of this. Just fill in the rest of the lip here. Okay, something like that. So as you can see, there's some things starting to come to life, and for the most part, it's just really about blocking stages and getting all these things set where they go for now. And of course, it looks like a kaleidoscope for the most part, but this is how it is. Again, with acrylics, it's base color first for its general color, and then putting other values of color along with different brushes, and then using that to get different texture and surface and all that 3D look with highlights and shadows and all that as we build on top of this base color and have some of it show through, but not all of it. And together, playing together with all these effects and color values is what's going to set this off and bring it into that realistic looking tuna. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a sec, and I'll be back in just one sec to put on some more values and start building this guy up. Take once again my number 6 flat, or not flat brush, angle brush, and I'm going to go and put another coat on. You can see all the different breaks and how transparent this was for that first coat, and it's all good. Okay, I'm going to take some more of this army light green here, and one more time, let's put another coat. Actually going to take a little phthalo green and just a little raw umber to that, just to dull it down just a teeny bit. And I actually want to take some yellow to it. Okay, something like that. And I want to take some white and some phthalo blue so that I have kind of this dulled down kind of turquoisey green. And I want to go back in here, see, just kind of like this. Okay, just kind of putting that on there just a little bit. And actually what I want to do is take some more phthalo blue actually, and let's go something like this. Okay, just on top of some of this. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of getting this irregular kind of stuff going. I'm not really concerned with how neat it is, really. It's just, it's gonna go on kind of like that. Okay, and I want to get now some more phthalo blue, and I want to go with some more titanium white. Okay, and is I want to take again some more of this army green color, and what I want to do is, you'll notice up here, I kind of want to get these little jagged little deals going like this. See that? It gives a little bit of some texture here, some shape to the fin here, top of it, and just like that. Okay, as you can see up close, just kind of some of these little jagged little deals here. Okay, just kind of something like that. I'm going to clean this brush again. Okay, I've got a small little I believe this is a number 2 flat brush, and the bristles are more intact. I'm going to make some little detailed stuff on here. And so what I want to do now is I want to go with another value. I'm going to take some of this yellow and I'm going to take a good amount of raw umber to that. Okay, so it's kind of like this. All right, something like that. And I'm going to kind of follow these triangular things that I did. Just kind of like this. Okay, I'm just going to bring them all the way down like that. Okay, something like that. And just basically kind of follow where the triangles kind of come in like this. Okay, something like that. All right, I'm going to clean this brush now. And now what I want to do is I want to take and I want to go into some more of this army green, although I want to get more white and more yellow into it. Okay, so it's kind of more like this. Just a little bit of paint on the brush, and I want to go in here now and make just a few little highlights. See, I don't want to cover up all that dark army green, but I just kind of want to do something like that where I can start popping this deal out right here. See that? Show some light kind of hitting there. Okay, and I'll actually go a little bit more titanium white into that. Okay, so it's something more like this. And let's go back in. Yeah, there we go. See that? I can really brighten this up. Okay, just kind of hitting it in the middle. You can even use your finger to kind of blend it down. See, like that? All right, so all right, so just like that. And now what I want to do, I want to go back into some of this gray color that I made. Remember, it's that black and portrait, light portrait pink, a little violet, and some blue and some white to give it kind of that sort of look here to it. And look, right in here, you just kind of want to bring that up into it like that. Like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do without cleaning, I'm going to take some permanent black now. Okay, just a little bit. And I got some of that other color in there, but it's all good. Okay, and I'm going to go on this part here with more black. Okay, something like this. Okay, something like this. See that? I'm just kind of rubbing this in. Kind of like this. All right, more permanent black now. And I want to go to the very outside. Okay, and then also Okay, see, just like that. All right. Now cleaning that brush off now, and I kind of want to go sort of, let's go titanium white and go back into this kind of bluish gray color that I made here. And let's kind of do, again, something like this. All right, ain't that nice? All right, something like that. I'm gonna go back now and get my number 2 beat up nylon flat brush. This is really gonna help to really get in here good with that. And I'm gonna take some blue and some black. Okay, so it's just kind of like this kind of dark Payne's gray. And I'm just gonna sort of do some of this stuff in here like this. See this? Like, just kind of play this in. Kind of do something like this. Okay. All right, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of white now and some more blue. Okay, a little bit darker stuff now, and I'm just going to kind of play this guy in here like this. See that? Just kind of like that. Let's get a little bit more blue, actually. And not really worried about how neat it is. I can knock stuff back if I don't like it. Okay, and just kind of come in here, and then look. Kind of builds a separation on the top of his head here to the between that and the side of his body here. So we're going to start to build some dimension with that. Okay, just kind of something like this. Okay, so, and I'll even go in here and settle down and kind of mix in some of it around some of this dark area stuff here. See, just kind of like this, just kind of work this in. All right, let's get some of this yellow into that. And let's get a little bit of burnt umber into that. Let's get some titanium white now. And let's get a little phthalo blue. Some more phthalo blue, actually. Okay, something like this. There we go. Yeah, something like that. See that? Nice, good, vibrant color here. I'm gonna dance this into some of the stuff up top here. Okay, not worried about how neat really anything is. Okay, something like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean that brush. And again, let's go back into more of that green color. Let's get some raw umber now into that. More raw umber. Let's get this darker value. And I want to run that kind of in here. See that? Something like that. Okay, so look at how that's kind of building up now. We can start to see some things happening just a little bit, and we've only done a few things, just some base color and starting to get these textures and different values playing, and it's all good. See this? This is really going to start to take off now and do some cool things. Let's get some more black now and some blue. Okay, once again, and actually a little bit more blue. And let's go, bam, let's go something like this again. And I might even dance some of that here and there. Boom, boom. And knock back some of it if I don't like it. But look at how that base color is so necessary, because on top of it, it builds more layers. And of course, more layers means it gets better and smoother, and you can start to really do more things. Okay. And now that I got this dark around between here and here, this vibrant green's starting to pop out a little bit more. And I'll add some lighter stuff in there and put that here and there. But as you can see, it's just really starting to come alive on top up there. And we're getting all of these wonderful things happening. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to take a little bit more black. Okay. And I want to go kind of right in here. See this right here, and just add some more depth and dimension. Some things that are looking really cool there. Okay. Okay, and then on down like this. Okay, and also down here, it's a little black tip on his fin there, and I'm gonna just kind of fade this up. See that as paint runs off the brush? Kind of do that. Okay, cleaning this brush now. I kind of want to get this darker blue, and I kind of want to run that on the very, very outside of him, kind of like right here, because that's going to make a separation between the water and his body. Okay, see, it's a little bit more of a darker deep blue between him and the body here. And let's fade some of that out. Okay, into here just a little bit. Get it more natural looking, see that? All right, there we go. Well, see, sometimes you got to change up values a little bit, get these separators. And so in life, of course, that's the way it is, because without the separators, even in life, you won't be able to tell where something is. And of course, that's the magic of camouflage in the real world too, is when there is no separators of colors from one object to another. And that's all it is. It's all about color values. That's it. And it's the difference between if you can see something really well or if you can't see it at all. Okay, let's go into some phthalo blue. Let's get some titanium white. Okay, something like this. Okay, and right here, let's make this pop out right here. Yeah, just like that. See that? And I'm going to bring it in just a little bit right here. Just kind of fade this in a little bit. See, like that. Okay, see that? And this way, now we can see kind of where the fish is and where the water is, and that makes all the difference right there. So awesome on that. All right, so I'm gonna place some of this in now a little bit. Okay, see, something like this. Okay, make that nice. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some more titanium white, and I'm gonna play just some of this here and there. Okay, and just kind of shows just kind of some things happen. I can even take my finger and do this. Okay. However. Kind of like this. What I want to do is I want to take some Phthalo Green now, and I want to take some Cad Yellow to that. That really makes this green a lot more vibrant. Okay, have a green in that kind of way. I want to take just a little raw umber to that because that's going to really lime it down. And it's going to give it like this lime kind of green. Okay, so now I'm going to take some white. Okay, so it's kind of something like this. Let's get a little bit more green into that. Phthalo green, that is. Okay, something like this. And let's just place some of that in here. See that? Get that vibrance green here just kind of popping out of there. That's so nice. Okay, just kind of playing this in. Okay, something like that. Really takes it off to another level like that. Okay, and so I'm going to take my script liner now, and important to have a lot of water on a script liner. And with that, I'm going to take just pure titanium white, and as I load it up, I'm going to pull it through. As I turn it, it's going to bring it to a nice tip. And with that tip, I'm going to do kind of like something like this. And as you can see, it just kind of creates these water details. Okay, just kind of lighten off of them here. Back again to my number 2 beat up nylon flat brush. Let's get some more of this green. Let's get some more of the white into that, and just some of that. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. Just kind of like that. Bring some of that up into here just a little bit. See that? Yeah. Take some darker value now of blue and some black. Okay. And let's go with, let's go like this, and okay, kind of like that. And let's see. Okay, and then okay, something like that. Just kind of bringing this dimension together and making this pop. I'm going to take some of this magenta, and I'm going to take a little black into that just to kind of gray it down, and now I'm going to get some titanium white. So it's kind of like this dull magenta color here, and I'm going to take and strike right here, and I'm going to take again and kind of do it up here as well. Kind of go over this yellowish stuff that I made. So as you can see, adjusting my colors. Now what I want to do is just take some titanium white Okay. And I want to go just like this. See that? I want to strike a highlight. Okay, like that, and then just kind of fade that down. And then it kind of gives our dimension now to our fish here. And with that same white, I want to take and just kind of strike a highlight right there on the mouth. Although I'll get some more titanium white actually. And let's go. Okay, see, just these little things. And then I'm also going to strike a highlight right there. Okay. Okay, so see the light's kind of hitting there, and we can see something like that. Again, more white right here. Now let's continue on. Now what I want to do is I want to take some of this magenta. I want to add some violet into that. Let's see, a little bit more violet, and I want to get a little bit of burnt umber into it. Okay, just a little bit of white, not much. Okay, so it's something kind of like this. And maybe a little bit of blue, not much though. Blue will take over everything if you let it. Okay, yeah, perfect. Something like this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is exactly what I want to do. Okay, so the raw umber just dulls it down. The blue, of course, gives it more of a blue hue to it and just kind of gives these little things. So what I want to do now is kind of do this little deal here, just kind of like this. Okay, I don't know, it's just something to do with his body texture, the way tunas are. It's like his scaly, like, or you know, I don't know, whatever you call it. Okay, wiping a lot of that color off the brush, and I just kind of want to work this value in. See that, like this. Okay, see that, like that. Okay, and now, right up here, gonna be like some little gills or scales or whatever, or gills, sorry, yeah. And I'm just getting this color kind of worked in a little bit. Okay, a little bit right here. All right, and then what I want to do now, I want to clean this brush. Okay, so I'm going to get some magenta now, and I'm going to get some raw umber. And with that, I'm going to, let's see, come in right here. Kind of build a little bit of a gill there. And I'm going to get now a little bit more violet to get more of that violet color into this, and kind of want to go around this. Okay, so just kind of working these little texture things in. Okay, just here and there, not everywhere. And I want to take a little bit of Phthalo Blue now into the mix. A little bit of white. A little bit more blue, actually. Okay, something like that. And just a little bit of paint on the brush. Okay, just kind of like this. Kind of adding this texture up on it like that. See that? I'm actually going to clean this brush. Okay, I'm going to go now into some more of that magenta, just a touch of orange to it. And let's go lots of titanium white. I'm looking for this like really peachy light color here. Okay. And right along here, I want to get more of this color now. Let's see. Let's get more white into that magenta and the touch of orange there. And let's go just to kind of glaze that into that color here just a little bit. See that? And I'll go up here a little bit with that. Okay, kind of come down on this. Okay, and then just kind of do this, that number. Okay. All right, let's go a little bit more magenta, a little bit of this portrait pink. Okay, something like that, and let's clean up some of this. Okay, just kind of something like that. I want to cover all of it up, of course. Take again some of this magenta, some of this raw umber to it. Okay, so it's just kind of darker, kind of dulled down, and just kind of want to do this. Okay, I don't know, just kind of gives it something to look at, I guess. Okay, so now let's take again that orangey color here with that yellow in it. See, just a teeny bit of orange into it. That's much, okay? All right, something like this. And just kind of want to play this right here. Okay, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Okay, just kind of work some of this up into here, maybe a little bit. Yep, see, something like that. So isn't this beautiful? I mean, these tunas, you know, these rainbow tunas are so cool. They really just pop and they just do magnificent stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of fill the rest of this in with that. So back to my number 6 angle brush, and I'm going to take some of that yellowish color here and actually some titanium white to that. And I want to start doing these little detail things like this. See that? Okay, and already you can tell that that's going to be a fin there. Okay, a little bit of water in my brush to get it to flow a little bit better. Okay, just kind of something like this. All right, how about that? And now, without cleaning, I'm going to take a little bit of this raw umber now to my brush into some of that yellow. Okay, just like that. And let's go down here. Okay, just kind of something like that. Okay, so we get something like that. Now I'm going to clean this brush. A little bit of orange, a little bit of burnt umber, and I want some white now into that. Okay, very light color, a little bit more burnt umber, a little bit more orange. Let's warm that up with some yellow. Okay, just kind of something like this, yeah. Okay, a little bit more white to that. Let's go a little bit of burnt umber by itself. I just want to get a contrast in between those yellows and some of this. See, and I don't want to cover up all that light brown, so I'm just getting the stripe kind of deal happening there a little bit. Okay, see that? And now what I want to do is I just want to take a little bit of this color here. That's just a little raw umber and that yellowish color in there, and I kind of want to just glaze over this just a little bit. See this? I don't want to take over. Okay, just kind of something like that. Just kind of giving the indication of shadow maybe and like some color change a little bit. Okay, see that? Okay, and without cleaning now, I'm going to just go into permanent black. And this is going to pop this now just a little bit here. Watch this. Okay. All right, and now go in here and fill this part in. And now what I want to do is take a little bit of white, and I want to go into some of that yellowish orangey color here that I put just a teeny bit of orange in. And in here just a little bit, I just kind of want to, not all of it, but just kind of like this. Okay, just kind of add some brightness to it. Just like that. And there's a fin for us now that we can look at. What I want to do now is take some more white that I put on my palette. I cleared another spot for it, and take my angle brush. Okay, my number 6 angle and just titanium white, and I want to strike this gill highlight here on the very bottom. Okay, just kind of like that, and I kind of want to go with these little triangular little deals out like this. See this? Okay, just kind of like this, just using the very tip in the corner of the brush. See that? And it makes this nice little thing here. Okay, and I'll just take this kind of up and sort of glaze it up a little bit, yeah. I'm gonna take that same color that I did before with the violet and the portrait pink and the blue and a little black now. And I'm actually gonna take a little bit more blue and black actually into that. Okay, kind of like this. Let's get a little darker. There we go. And as you can see, with the very corner of the brush, just gonna define the edge of this gill here, or the edge of the fin here. And just like this. See, isn't that cool? You can take colors and push them around and knock them back and use other colors to shape another value to be what it should. Okay, and I'm going to take this down like this. And now you can totally see the fin really taking shape there. Okay, just like that. And let's see, I'm going to take some of that in here as well. Kind of bounce this around in here, I don't know, however you want. Okay, just kind of throw it in there, dance it in there, do some things like this. All right, look at that. Okay, cleaning my brush, and now what I want to do is again go back to my number 2 beat up nylon flat brush, and I want to take again some of this light magenta, light portrait pink. Let's get these guys together. Let's get a little bit of that in there. I don't know, maybe a little bit of that bluish, kind of pinkish kind of color mix there, and let's go, just kind of do something like this. See that? Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more white into that. And I'm going to get a little bit more of that magenta color. All right, so something like this. See that? Okay. And let's go back into some of that dark bluish color here. Just kind of want to run this underneath between that yellow and this. It kind of gives these separations. It's always important to have separations if you want to define and pop something and contrast something. You got to have that comparison and that separator in there involved. Just won't do it. Okay, something like that. Okay, and let's see, let's clean this off again. I'm going to go again with some more yellow. This time I want a little bit more orange into it. I want to go kind of this orangey color, and I want to get more of that down in here. Okay, and kind of knocking back some of this other color a little bit. Okay, all good. Okay, see that? Now we're getting some little things happen here, and also in here. Okay, see that? Now I'm going to wipe a lot of that color off my brush, and I just want yellow now. And I want to come in here and just kind of do something like that. Okay, and also some of that yellow medium. Let's go just kind of something like that. Let's get a little bit more orange on the brush. And right in here, just kind of want to do this. Okay, we'll settle that down like that. Okay, and also a little burnt umber now. Okay, just making these little details. And I'll just go in here, just kind of here and there, not everywhere. Okay, do something kind of like that, and over here as well, just kind of scrape in some of this burnt umber into there. Okay, something like that. Okay, and now I'm going to clean this brush off. And what I want to do, I want to go back into some of that vibrant green. That's Phthalo Green and some yellow. Okay, a little bit of Phthalo Green, a little bit of yellow. Okay, something like that. And actually, I want to go a little bit of raw umber into it with some of that yellow. And now some titanium white. See, then we get that more lime kind of green. Limer green. I don't know, is limer green a color? Yeah, maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, let's put that. Just a little bit of paint on the brush. I just kind of want to glaze it in and blend it in and kind of have it settle in with this other value. See, just like that. Let's go over here with it. See that, like that? All right, ain't that nice? Okay, so getting these things to happen. And now I want to just take a little bit of permanent black and right under here, just kind of want to do this. Okay, and okay, something like that. See that? Ain't that nice? Okay, a little bit of paint left on the brush. I kind of want to just scratch this in. Just kind of work this into here. Okay, I'm gonna clean this brush, and I want to take my number 8 natural round bristle brush. These bristles are going to help to build some texture now on the skin, just a little bit. And with that, I'm going to take some violet and some permanent black, a little bit of this, whatchamacallit, this light portrait pink. All right, so okay, and I'm tapping it because what I want to do is I want to use this and see how I can get these little things like this, these little skin textures here. And I'm gonna go, let's see, kind of like this. Okay, like that, and just gonna sort of get some of these things kind of played in here a little bit. And what I want to do now is I want to take my number 2 beat up flat brush again, and I want to take some Phthalo Blue, a little Phthalo Green, titanium white. Okay, I just want this really nice turquoise, light bluish turquoise color here. All right, something like that. And I want to go just kind of do something like this. Okay, right, actually on this one, and just kind of bring that down, sort of streak this down a little bit into here. And while I'm at it, let's put some of that in these open spots here that I was leaving open. Okay, something like that. A little bit more of that texture. So back to my number 8 natural flat bristle brush, and again I want to take some violet and some permanent black. Okay, tap tap tap, and again I want to go all in here. See this? You can just really get this stuff so nice like that. Okay, and also in here. See that? And let's see, let's go. Okay, all these kind of things. I'm going to go ahead and clean this now. Okay, I'm going to go into some light magenta now. And I'm going to go titanium white. Okay, something like this. Okay, just a little bit of paint on the brush. And let's see, I want to go kind of strike a highlight right there. Okay, and let's see, I want to kind of hit some of that right in here. And I'll even strike some of that in here. See, just a little bit, just kind of fading that in. And I'll put some of that even in here. Now what I want to do is I want to take now some Phthalo Blue and titanium white. So there's already Phthalo Blue right there. And right in here, I want to do something really light. Okay, just kind of like this. Okay, see that? And let's go a little bit of that over in here. Okay, see, something like that. And I'll go ahead and clean my brush again. I'll take now some of this magenta and light portrait pink together. And I want to start kind of playing some of this in here. I want to glaze it in here like this. I want to glaze that. See that? Okay, and let's see, some of that right in here. And a little bit of that in here as well. See that? So we're getting more of this kind of stuff happening. Okay, like that. And I'm actually going to take just magenta, or sorry, light magenta alone, because I kind of want to go a little bit heavier, more saturated on the color. See that? And a little bit of that saturation in here. Okay, like that. And let's bring some of that over into here. Okay, look how nice he's coming out. I mean, this is what it's all about, the layers. You build them up and you knock stuff back and you continue on in such a way where it just gets better and better each time. Ain't that nice? Okay, let's take it again. Some more of that phthalo blue. Let's get a little black in there. Let's get some white. Okay, something, I don't know, like this. And let's go kind of in this area here. Kind of blocking this in right here a little bit on top of what I've done a little bit. Okay, and all right, let's see. I'm going to kind of bring this in. All right. Okay, something like that. And again, some more of that violet and some black. Okay, tap, tap, tap. right in here. Kind of like that. Let's see, let's get more of this and more of that. Okay. Okay, something like that. Something like this. Okay, see those taps? I mean, it just does stuff. Okay. And even over here. Okay, see that? Okay, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna clean this brush and let's go now into some titanium white. Got a little bit of that blue in there, and I'm just gonna tap again. And let's go back in here and see that? Let's tap this in like this. And even in here. Look at that. See that? How that just does that? Ain't that nice? Okay. Okay, and so now you're starting to see how these natural flat bristle brushes, or sorry, these natural round bristle brushes really, it just sets something off here so well this way. Okay, look at that. All right. Super awesome. Okay, just like that. And we're seeing some stuff. All right, so now I'm gonna take my number 2 flat nylon beat up flat brush again, and I want to clean some of this up. So again, I want to go into that yellow. See if I can find a spot here. Just a little bit of orange again. Okay, and one more time. Let's just kind of go. I don't want to cover up all this orange, so I'm just going to go kind of in around it. Okay. Just kind of do this number here. Okay, something like that. And now what I want to do is I want to take some orange, and I'm not going to clean my brush, it's all good. So I'm going to take some burnt umber and some yellow already in it. Sorry, some Cad Orange and some burnt umber with my yellow already in it. And I want to go again right in here. And I just kind of want to do this number here and kind of go something like this. Okay. And I kind of want to scrape in just some of that, just very lightly in here. See, not a whole lot. Okay, something like that. And look, this is super taken off now. So well. This is where I'm really excited just to see a painting come alive in this kind of a way. So let's see right there, and see something like that. Okay, gonna clean this brush again into some Cad Orange and some Cad Yellow. More Cad Yellow than orange, but I want it more to the orange side. So as you can see, there's more orange, and now I want to take just a little titanium white to that. And what I want to do is I want to make these little things in here like this. Let's get that in there. There we go. Boom. And the white makes things more opaque, as you know. Okay. Just kind of doing something like this. Okay, something like that. And okay. So there we go. Something like that. And I'm going to actually now take now a little bit more orange, some yellow, and a little burnt umber to that. Okay, so it's kind of like this. And I'm gonna go once again. Kind of want to do this. And now I want to go back into some blue, some black, some violet, some light portrait pink, more blue. Let's see. Kind of something like this. Okay, once again. And I want to take and I want to run this down. Okay, and then let's get some more of these lines in here. Okay, and then that's gonna go and something like this. And you can do this however. Okay, I'd say with a darker value, just make sure that you put it in a very good location where you won't have to cover it up really so much, as it is a little bit to cover up with dark values. But if you must, you can just take titanium white, let it dry, and then go in with your other color that it's supposed to be, and it's all good. You can totally get away with that. Okay, just like that. All right, and also right here, I'm gonna fill the rest of this in. Now, some titanium white and just a little bit of yellow medium. Okay, just a little bit of yellow medium. And let's see, right in here, I really want to pop this. Really show some highlight. Really zing it in here really good. Okay, something like that. Maybe a little bit more white. All right, something like that. And just a little bit of yellow medium now. Just yellow medium alone. And I want to surround this highlight just a little bit. Okay, just kind of something like that. And there's that. Ain't that nice? Okay, and now what I want to do is take just yellow medium again alone. And I want to go in the center right here. And just kind of not cover all that orange up. Okay, just kind of do that. Let me get more yellow medium. Okay, just something like that. And now, just titanium white. And I'm just gonna go in the very center. Okay, just like that, and just look at that, how that just kind of glows out of there. Isn't that nice? Okay, and I'm just gonna work this out into that orange a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just gonna take some orange without cleaning. what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna take a little bit of black and some blue. Okay, a lot of that paint off the brush, just very, very little. And I'm gonna go kind of something like this. And let's see, just kind of something down on his eye like that. I'm also going to do this little squiggly line like this. And also part of his nose right here, there's a little nostril area there. Okay, just kind of working the rest of this dark on my brush here into some areas. And let's see, let's go back into more of that blue and black. Okay. Okay, something like that. And also, while I'm at it, this is going to have sort of a border like this of some of that. Okay, just kind of making this stuff pop a little bit now. And let's see, a little bit more of that. I'm going to come up to his eye right here. Some more of that blue right there. Okay, now one thing I want to do real quick, I want to take some more of this blue in this white, and I want to come down, actually that's a little bit too much on the color there. Let me get a little bit more blue. There we go, just a little bit. And I want to bring this down just a little bit further. See, always adjusting colors, it's all good. See that? I want to bring down more of this right here and hit that right there with a highlight. See, just like that. What I want to do now is take a little bit more of this blue just by itself, and I want to shape the front of this just a little bit. Shape something if it's out. Okay, like that. See that? Okay, and I'm gonna kind of fade this off like that. See that? See that? So I got my kind of head shape just a little bit as it sleeks down. Instead of coming out over the top, it sleeks down like that. And it's all good. See, just like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lighten up some places and make this pop a little bit more. I'm going to take a little bit more of this white, and it's got some blue on there, just a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of tap this in, see, just like this. Yeah, just like that, see that? I want to take some of this yellow again and just a touch of orange. Not much again, just a touch. Okay, that's a little too much. Okay, let's get something like this. I want to go back into his eye here. Okay, and let's play this vibrant, really nice vibrant yellow into this. Okay, see that? So I just let it dry a little bit, and now I can come back in and really clean this up. I'm going to take a little bit of this permanent black, just a little bit. Okay, just a little. And I want to kind of strike in some of this stuff here. Kind of like that, and kind of something like that. Okay. Let's see. A little bit more black, actually. Let's get this more filled in. There we go. See that? More opaque there on the black. Okay, and now after cleaning that brush, I'm going to take some titanium white, and right up here, let's strike a highlight up on his eye. See that? Okay, something like that. Maybe not so thick. Okay, and then what I want to do again is I want to take some more phthalo blue, a little phthalo green, get that vibrant popping, turquoisey color here. Okay, just kind of something like that. And let's see, I want to kind of do that and kind of do that. See that? All right, let's see. Okay, let's put some of this here and there. Let's put some of that right here. Okay, and then let's get some more blue, just regular phthalo blue. And let's go back in here with some more of that. Okay, just kind of like that, just kind of filling this in, just kind of here and there, just randomly throwing it in. Okay, and then once again, let's get some more black and blue. So see, just work these colors back and forth. That's all it is, and it just, every time you do it, it just builds another dimension, another layer, smoother, better. I mean, look at that. Just takes it to another world. And it's all good. See that? Okay, and then let's take and put another nostril kind of deal here. All right, and then again, let's get in here and enhance some of this. Oh, let's get some more titanium white. Let's get some more of this green. And let's do some more of this. Okay, some more phthalo blue, some titanium white, more phthalo blue, more titanium white. Let's see, a little phthalo green into that, yeah. There we go. All right, now let's go up in here. Okay. more Phthalo Blue. So what I want to do is I want to put a little few details on the fin here. I just have it blocked in, but nothing there yet. So I'm going to take some burnt umber and orange together. Okay, just kind of like that. And again, my number 2 beat up nylon flat brush. And I'm going to kind of do these numbers here. I want to take some Cad Orange, some Cad Yellow. Okay, and let's get some titanium white into that. Okay, so it's like this. And I'm going to see what we get here with this. See, a little bit something like that. Okay, something like that. And with just a little bit of paint left on the brush, I'll go ahead and strike some of these. Just kind of have them fade off into the dark a little bit. Okay, something like that. Without cleaning, I just wiped most of that paint off the brush. I just want to take some titanium white now. And I want to go on the very outsides like this. Just hit. Okay, and just kind of have this kind of fade down and off like that. See that? And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of brush this in just a little bit like this. See that? Okay, something like that. See? So it's just kind of like this striking light here on the edge of the fin. It just kind of goes back onto it like that. Okay, so I'm going to take my script liner brush and lots of water, titanium white, and I'm going to go ahead and sign right here. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and following along. I hope this lesson was clear and that you were able to pull this off and have much success. And as you can see, it's all about the layers. You just get some general base color where it goes. You don't worry about exact colors or details. And you just build away on top of it. And you can push colors around, as you saw. You can change the head if it needs to be changed, or any kind of shape of anything, the eye, the mouth, whatever it is. You know, come in here with darker values of the sea to be able to tell the difference between where the fish begins and ends and where the water starts. So all of that, as you can see, just take the time, build it up, have fun, enjoy the process, trust the process, because the more times you build up layers, the better it gets. And let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Drop those down. I'd love to hear from you. And any questions you have, I'll do my best to answer anything. And with that said, I want to wish you well. And until next time, happy painting to you.